Yay, I'm in a Hyundai! Have you ever heard anyone say that? Ever? Look where Hyundai are now. Okay, so cars like this must have done something right. Let's try and figure out what. So what, you ask, would have had someone go into a showroom in 2004 and buy one of these bad boys over, say, a new Renault Megane or a Ford Focus? Well, prices started at just $7 grand, and with that you got a 5-year warranty, which at the time was completely unheard of. And to be honest, not much went wrong with them. Yeah, the soundproofing isn't great, rust proofing isn't great, not really much you can say about it, but they were generally reliable. So if you wanted an appliance to get you from A to B for very little money, they were hard to look past, unfortunately. Oh, would you look at that. So no matter what country you're in, go on to Gumtree, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, type in that you want a car, type in that your maximum budget is 500 quid or $1,000, whatever your equivalent is, and most likely it'll be littered with Hyundai Accents. And this one was no exception. This car cost me 150 quid. It's got 8 months MOT, 112,000 miles, and to be totally honest, it'd be hard to beat for that money. So, along with the fantastic corrosion protection, the wonderful alloy wheel quality, and the equally fantastic seat fabrics, we have a beautifully grey plastic dash. Last owner clearly had unrealistic aspirations. Yep, it smells how it looks. Alrighty then, let's fire her up. Oh, it's got ABS. You know, Hyundai's radios used to look like you got them from a supermarket, but at least with this one they kind of made it look a bit better. But I always appreciate a good cup holder big enough to hold my coffee cup, and this has 2 of them. Can't use the fan when you're using the cup holder, but it's got them. 4 electric windows. And you know what? They all work! Wouldn't get that on a Renault Megane. Off we go. Power comes from this fire-breathing 12-valve 1.3-litre petrol engine, producing 84 brake horsepower and doing 0 to 60 in 1.5 weeks. Brakes are appalling. The seats are okay. The switch gear's okay. The handling is rubbish. If I could sum it up in one word, woolly. It's got this kind of numb power steering. It's got this long throw gear shift, which is, you know, it's not as bad as like a Chevrolet Lacetti, but it's not nice either. And as you can hear, there are little pebbles hanging off the thin metal of the car as I drive along this lane. The refinement is non-existent. So it's at this point in the video where I like to go through a car's quirks, its character, what makes it special. There's none of that with this. Oh, the temperature gauge has a little, there's two little dots where it should sit. That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. You know how when you open the door of a car you got a little plate down there that says the make of the car or V6 or something special about the car? On this you get a continuation of the theme of well, the rest of the car. Welcome to your Hyundai. Rest. Oh, and the switch for the back wiper is on the dashboard instead of on the stock. Oh, that's the indicator stock, of course. It's an old Korean car, so that's wrong. Yeah. You know what though? Everything works. Yeah, okay, there's not a huge amount of gadgets to go wrong, but everything that's here still works. 17 years later. It's got a revvy little engine. There are no huge clunks or bad noises from the suspension, and besides the rust and the seats, it stood the test of time pretty well. You could do a lot worse for this kind of money. A lot worse. And you know what? It's probably got a few more years left in it. So this Accent kind of signifies the end of a certain period of Hyundai. Back in the 80s, 90s, even the early 2000s, they were a bit of a laughing stock. If you said you drove a Hyundai, you were either cheap or you really didn't care. But look at Hyundai today. They're one of the most respected car marques on the market, and you can see how they did it. They built upon the solidity, the no frills, the excellent warranty package, and today they're actually brilliant cars. And when you drive something like this, you can see where that essence came from and what they've built upon, and how they've really made makes such as Renault disappear back into where Hyundai were in the 90s.